every weekend on Sunday after church, we were able, and we weren't much of a church-going family, even though my grandmother was the pastor of a church.
Your grandmother was a
My
pastor?
grandmother was the pastor of a church of
Wow.
listen to this. My grandmother was the pastor of a storefront church in the Bronx. Her husband, my grandfather, was one of the biggest bootleggers in New York.
No way.
And they lived happily together all those years.
Wow.
They passed. And so that's the way it was. So that was the influence I had.
Just walk through the hills and take our basket and we would get coconut. Well, I wouldn't get coconuts. You got to climb, you know. The thing about coconuts,
yes.
If you don't know, like coconut trunks are smooth. And these coconut trees are 20, 30, 40, 50 feet in the air.
Whoa.
They climb these trees with no branch, smooth. They are using their, I will tell you to this day, I think Jamaicans are superhumans. The things that I've seen them do, I'm clear.
I got exposed to my maternal grandfather, and he was a physician. He'd also been born in 1850, 11 years before the Civil War started. So that was interesting. And he, as a physician, wound up giving me a written record of what he went through. There was a journal. I did not get that until I was early 30s from one of his lawyers.
So much of who I am today is, I know I came in with a lot of who I am today, but my grandmother nurtured my spirit and what I came here with, and it all resonated with me. So I loved her as I did my mom, but it was a different relationship because we were sort of like sisters in a lot of ways. My grandmother passed on in her action and her words, so much knowledge and wisdom for me, and nurtured every part of me. I learned to read at 3 because of her and my grandfather just taking the time to read to me every Sunday the comic strips and just pointing through every word. So I learned sight reading just really early because of sitting on their laps.
Multiple people within my family, all on family land. And so I was raised by the village. You know, my mom had the family home back here. And my grandmother lived with us until she passed away. And then up the lane to the side was my mom's sister, one of her sisters, my aunt. And there was a huge garden in between our properties that my aunt's husband, my Uncle Alan, would have each year. And we helped in the garden. We helped plant. We helped harvest. We helped enjoy. When he went hunting, we would feed the hunting dogs and everything, and he would share of whatever he killed, so we had a lot of deer meat and things like that. So we lived off the land.
So I'm one of them little boys that had to stay with his mama because they say I was too bad and wouldn't listen to nobody else.
Oh no.
That's just the cover story. Because I had to learn certain stuff from my mama, not from my dad. Right? But then I had to learn certain stuff later on from my dad, not from my mom. Right? So in the tribal tradition, they shuffling me between both sides of the family. Right? So they playing what's called the Mississippi 2 Shuffle. It's it's to train up a boy to become a chief.
Join us on a journey of self-discovery and mindfulness. Grandma's Secrets, the art of living a traditional life in a modern world is a heartwarming anthology that celebrates the wisdom of our elders and ancestors. Coming March 30th, 2024. Thanks for showing up today for yourself, family. Showing love. Go ahead, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell for notifications. We out till we see you next time. Mwah.